Sure. Come on. Be good.
Justin Peck joins us right now after night one of what are we at? We're at Dur Cup, right? I mean, I've been doing 5 days and all this stuff at Dur Cup and night one's second place, but not where you want to be, is it?
No, it's one of those deals, man. We start sixth and worked our way up to the lead relatively pretty quick there and led a lot of that race. Caught traffic late, just floated the middle down at 3 and 4, knowing the bottom was the place to be, and kind of hung with the lap car. So I kept trying to make it work for a couple laps, but I could just feel how slow it was. And Levi eventually stuck his nose in there and passed me, and was able to pass him back. But we didn't get back to the line to complete the lap. So we had that restart with 1 to go, and he got to restart out front and drove away from us there. And it's just one of those things. Like, our car was good early. It was really tight all night, and we were tight early in that race, but it was manageable. And we did what we needed to do. We executed to get to the lead, and I just got tighter. I got tighter as the race went, and then drove a stupid race for the last 10 laps. So, ultimately come home second, and I drove a second place race. So, good for Levi, man. I mean, I just got done talking to him, and I'm assuming that's his family or car owners or, I'd say super nice people. They're pretty pumped up, man. So I am happy for them.
Yeah, but you want to win.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, if he does it again, I'm not going to be happy, right? But no, it's just like I said, it's one of those things, man. When you're out here racing for 90 nights a year, you can't let one night ruin it, because if I'm mad, I was really pissed off about it yesterday, but if I'm mad about it again today, it's going to ruin my race for tonight, and then I'm going to be even more mad for tomorrow for 100K, right? And then it's going to ruin that. So you got to have short memory with these deals. And truthfully, Tom Buki's always tell me this, but that's a great thing about sprint car racing. You get to do it again in a couple days. So, and in this case, we get to do it again today.
Yeah, and tonight's they bumped the purse, doubled the purse, so it's 10 to win tonight, which is awesome, and a little bit more to start. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool deal there. So, the track was a little different probably than what you saw last year with the high limit there. I didn't expect guys to have to really not pedal it in 3 and 4. You really had to drive 3 and 4 to last night, huh?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and that's kind of what saved us early, right? Like, even though I was tight, there was enough grip on a racetrack. I could drive it in hard and then kind of flick the car, but the grip would stop me from sliding around and getting hung out in the slick, right? So once it got technical, that's when I had to start really slowing down and trying to beat bop the bottom and stuff. But I think that's kind of somewhat of why we were so tight yesterday, as we expected it to be Skagit, man, like slick and kind of dusty, and it just really wasn't that way. It did eventually start to get slick, but there was so much grip elsewhere on the racetrack that it was really easy to pull the nose up and pull some cool wheelies. So I don't know, man. I think it might be the same way today. I mean, it's overcast. It's kind of chilly out today, so we might see some high speed again. Yeah,
we'll see. Let's talk about the season, because when we talked last year, I don't think you I don't know if we'd announced Rudeen, or maybe we had that day, or I don't remember the whole deal, but it seemed to me like Trophy Cup was when you kind of got this ride. I'm not sure if that's the facts, but that's what it kind of seemed to me. And but this whole Rudeen thing looks like it's working out pretty good. You've had some good results.
Yeah, I guess, when I talked to you at Trophy Cup, that was kind of when all the talk started, right, with Kevin and I and Tyler and I, and that's kind of where the groundwork was laid. And then, shortly after that is when we came to a deal, and I was able to hop into 26. But, I mean, really, we came out swinging. Like, we went to Charlotte and for our first 2 races together, and ran third with the Outlaws of Charlotte first 2 nights out, and then came out the beginning of this year, won the first 3 nights out in the 360 stuff, and now we've got 2 high limit wins to go along with it this year. And it seems like everything's going really good. I'm real happy working with Kevin and Tyler and Brandon and A-Rod. They're dedicated, man. They want to show up, they want to win, and that's what I want to do. And so when we're all kind of on the same page, things seem to click. And the biggest thing for us is just kind of figuring out this Ford package a little bit more. I mean, it's my first season on the Ford Performance stuff and working with Ron Shaver, and Ron's been awesome, phenomenal to work with. Like, every time I tell him I want something a little different out of the engine, it's like, oh yeah, I can do this, and this, and it'll give you that feel. And I say, okay, Ron, try it out. And it's like, then I go to run the engine, I'm like, holy shit, this is exactly what I was asking for. So it's been nice doing that. But just keeping up with our inventory has been the hard part. Like, we're kind of switching over to different heads this year, and the new block designs and stuff like that. So just trying to figure those combinations out has kind of been our biggest struggle for this year. But when our stuff's running and staying together, it's lights out, man. I mean, our stuff runs phenomenal. So I think once we just get our inventory built up and get all the little kinks ironed out on this stuff, I think we'll just be that much better, and I think we still have a lot of room to grow as a team.
Well, your month of money's coming up, right?
That's right. I mean, truthfully, we feel like we're just kind of now getting to where we're pretty consistently confident in our equipment, like just, handling wise and engine wise, and just now at this point in the season, which what better time to be feeling like everything's firing on all cylinders, right? Like you said, we're here racing for $100,000 this weekend. We're getting ready to roll into Eldora and Knoxville and all kinds of other good races that pay big money. So hopefully we can etch our name on one of those big checks.
Yeah, I never thought I'd see Dur Cup at this race, so that's pretty cool that the independent race like this is 100 and can't forget the 26.
Yeah, well, and that's what I was going to say. I think it's just a lot of dedication from the staff here at Skagit Speedway and Kevin Rudeen and John Hager. I mean, they all love sprint car racing, right? And they want to see not only Skagit Speedway, but they want to see sprint car racing as a whole grow. And they're always worried about the racers, right? They want to give back to the racers. So what better way than at your home track, right? The track you own in the state of Washington at Skagit Speedway. Let's go race for $100,000, unsanctioned at that, right? Like, it's not like it's a high limit or an outlaw show. I mean, Skagit Speedway's with NARC, I guess, but Skagit Speedway themselves are putting on a 100,000 win race. I mean, how mad could you be?
Yeah, man. Does that add more pressure to you, being the driver for the guy that owns the track and the car owner of your car owner, and do anything for you?
Pressure makes diamonds. So it's one of those things. Pressure's kind of what you put on yourself, right? Like people can. People probably have expectations, and I mean, we have expectations to win this weekend ourselves. I mean, you come in here and kind of defend the home turf for your car owner, but at the end of the day, it's just another race, right? You got to put together a whole night, and in this case, with the point system, you got to put together a whole weekend. So you got to have a good night on Thursday, you got to have a good night on Friday, and then you better be really good on Saturday to win the race that pays the most money. So it's just a matter of executing. I'm confident in myself, behind the wheel, and I'm confident in my guys to give me a piece that I can drive up to the front. And it showed last night. We didn't even feel like we were all that great last night, and still found ourselves up there in contention to win a race. So if we just keep tweaking on this thing and clicking away, doing what we know to do, we should find ourselves up front.
All right. Well, good luck.
Yeah. Thank you.
This is Sean, and you're in the dirt.